Some homes more different
They've
than
climbed
the others.
over the walls.
This home
Run!
is what we spend
Run
the
for your
entirety of our
lives!
lives brief while to find,
No, it's the
to earn,
dragon's work.
to try to live in.
Maggots, gods, pity your people.
My home is peace,
Save them from this.
to be safe and settled. Not a glorious campaign, nor an extravagant banquet. Home for me is never having to run again. But in the end, I finally learned that there can be no peace. Not for me. For mine is the legacy of a traitor, intolerable to the mighty empire. As once again those shining soldiers in steel, with their chants of glory and country, would come to claim their home.
Now, who else killing then? What the hell? No, there's nothing on me.
Go away.
Go away? What the hell?
Ugh.
Got some sleeping trees set to sell.
Ah, of course. How much have you got?
Just one for now.
Very good. Be sure to bring any more sleeping tree sap you find to me.
Alright.
Now!
She get hit,
Every
did
encounter
she?
is an opportunity to inspire others. Your Vasker is the only site where
Dragon's Reach is the greatest structure I've ever seen. I doubt that'll change in a while.
Who's this? Mikhail? I killed Mikhail.
Whiterun is the center of Skyrim. That makes it the city of opportunities.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Heard there are Thalmor lurking around Dawnstar. I hope they don't come to me.
Okay, I think we're gonna go to Dawnstar.
Without much objection, The authorities of Markarth allowed the soldiers into the city, aided their hunt of that traitor, barely an adult. When I heard the marching sounds of soldiers outside my home, instead of agony or wrath, my heart was filled with nothing but questions. Was Markarth not meant for me? If it is not supposed to be where I am at
Not
peace,
sure what happened.
then which village, which
If you
city,
happen to recollect
which
anything
nation
about the incident,
is?
be
Or
sure to report
perhaps
to the captain of the guard.
fate never even intended for me to find that peace, for it has gifted me with the Dubois name,
got my
pit
eye
me
on
against an empire, for a joke. First, the Divines made the heroes who have earned the world's respect through their fulfillment of justice and defense of the weak. Then, they made me. If the Almighties have willed that some are fated to become the great men, and the others their stepping stones, is there a meaning to fight it?
Okay, so that guard.
But this life is mine. Not for the gods above the heavens or the kings in their palaces to rule as they see fit. I chose to survive, even if that is through the ruin of the order they've built and profited from. I ran from the warrens before the soldiers saw me, made my way to the wilderness to train myself and prepare for one last journey. To find that hero who rode the dragon to slaughter the villains and burned their homes. Then kill him. Amulius Salvian's parents died to the Dubois soldiers. Then he killed mine. If I kill him, then myself. Perhaps this cycle of hate will end forever.
Hey!
Found something that looks like a soul gem on the undead dragon.
That's curious. Perhaps the real monster was never the undead dragon, but whatever power is in this soul gem? If anyone knows this sort of magic, it would be the mages of Winterhold. But somehow I think Sleeprise Tree can help us more than they could.
He's dead.
That's the saddening truth. I don't suppose he left anything that could point us to the right direction. After all, who would have anticipated this? I guess that leaves us with the mages in Winterhold. Let's go when we can.
Something else.
Glory to our motherland.
Yeah, Chocolate was once a fugitive running from those who wanted her dead.
She tried to escape death.
Whiterun is the center of Skyrim, and that draws many adventurers like us here. Good work.
She never asked to be the late trader's grandchild, yet his legacy forced her to run.
She had to run. No other choice could be made. For what followed was death, her family's enemies, and its sins. Her grandfather made the mistake of forsaking his allegiance, so her family was left with none.
But the Dubois never betrayed the Emperor. The war was his.
No, not true. It's all lies. Can't you see? The Arch-Acolyte is evil. Of course she told us these lies to sway us. When we lose faith in our country, then she's won. That's why she left the soul gem in the first place, didn't she? Expecting us to get it? Trust it?
Empire betrayed High Rock, betrayed the Devoir, betrayed our trust.
The Empire told us what we ought to believe in.
It's time to review what you believed in, or were made to believe in.
I believed in the Empire's ideal. That of peace, justice, and fairness.
I've only been to Whiterun.
Even if the Empire doesn't believe in it, I still do. Perhaps I can even help set things right. But first, let's make sure there's an Empire left to save, and stop the Arch-Acolyte.
Right.
I'm still
Adventuring
here.
isn't just about treasure and glory. It's also about making a difference.
What's on your mind?
Well, well,
From Dragon's Reach, many great Jarls have plotted great campaigns.
that much, eh?
now let's move. Let's get going.
Civil War is over.
So ends this war between brothers.
Alright.
Lead on then. Gold is nice and all, but the hunt itself is even better. How can I help you?
The adventure awaits.
Okay, we got some quests. Optional.
The trip to Cyrodiil was never meant to be an easy one. The Geral's cold and the chaos wrought by the Imperial Civil War all took their tolls.
Oh, what a surprise. Fucking moment when I wasn't fucking sitting there.
The war was near its end, as the Middies and the Salvians pushed that traitor Aurelius to his last stand. Victory was within the Emperor's grasp. Amulius would be there to kill the traitor, unlike hunting an orphan. Killing a chancellor who colluded with the Thalmor shall earn him a great honor. I managed to find Aurelius, presented him my plans to capture the Imperial General. Then he could use him to negotiate terms with the Emperor. This Aurelius was a powerful man, but when death became imminent and the tiger was cornered, one would not double think a chance to survive. He believed I was sent by the Thalmor to assist him, and retreated to a cave I had laid trap on. Once Amulius Salvian broke King Blanchett's trap by killing the archers positioned to slaughter him. Hero who recovered High Rock.
These mages hide in their
But archers he could kill. Death he could not. Once he has entered the cave's heart, gases of poison shall flood the entirety of the caves. Then Amulius Salvian, Benito Aurelius, and Marlene Dubois, all of us fade away forever, with the fates of us all sealed. And I would have attained the peace that I once sought, returning to my home.
Greetings, Archmage. All right then.
I was coming here to... I can't remember. Find a mage to...
Greetings, Archmage. Jazargo awaits word of how well his scrolls work.
Those guys are here? They shouldn't be there.
Greetings, Archmage.
I know how you can get ahead of Peralta.
How can I argue with that?
I'll make you Archmage.
What are you up to, You want something from me?
I want you to be Archmage. It'll benefit us both.
Oh, really? Yes, I accept.
The greatest treasures are the friendships forged along the way.
Hello, friend.
Alright.
May your next fight bring you victory, friend.
No special new dialogue for him.
This college may have enough smart people, but how many are using
The Eye of Magnus, here but lost. Slipped through our grasp. Oh, what we might have learned.
Ah. Lighter more.
We need to teach the boy how to communicate. It's a slow process, but that will have to come first.
Alright. Oh my god.
Some people in Winterhold like to talk foul of the college, but how many would dare cross the bridge and show the mages what they think?
Can't remember the exact reason I came here.
There seems to be a fundamental misunderstanding of the cosmic balance in Skyrim.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Safe travels.
Till next time.
I don't think we can get help from them.
Yes?
The general walked into the cave with his guards. The Chancellor awaited him with open arms. They did not know death awaited them both. One anticipated a trap, but expected to disarm it. The other believed this trap would not harm him. Aurelius watched my grandfather's execution as High Chancellor. He could not be forgiven for allowing the injustice to pass. And Amulius, the man who had commanded the destruction of my family, laid waste to my homes, deserved a death just as hideous. The war my family started caused the death of Amulius's parents. He hated the Dubois for that. And then I hated him for taking revenge. Perhaps that's why he was so eager to eliminate the Dubois, so that the legacy of his enemy will cease to exist, and the cycle ends in his favor. Not allowing these thoughts to trouble myself, I hid in the shadows, as the two worst devils in my world met. I was to unleash the poison and slaughter them all, yet I held my hands. Trying to shake his faith in the Empire, the former Chancellor told Amulius the Dubois War's truth, of the injustice that it did him as it did us. I smiled in relief. The hero's loyalty was relentless. But before his death, he finally realized his master was that which took his all. Yet his response was one of cold and indifference. Amulius Salvian had always known what truly killed his family, and he serves it, kills its enemies, just as my grandfather did for his liege. Hate didn't drive him to murder my parents and siblings. He only killed them to tell the world that the blame belonged with the traitors. The Empire made him a hero, and a hero ought to preserve his legacy. Prove his faith to the nation that murdered his parents. Then he could thrive. I thought we were both trapped in a cycle of hate that would end if we all died. But what was the point, if there never even existed a cycle?
What a pity. What can I help you with today? I'll be sure to put it to good use. Let's go. This should be good. Come on!
Face my justice.
Sanguine.
Victory! Victory! Not for them.
Maybe dead now. Where did it come from?
What manner of magic is this? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Hey, Skieberfall.
These Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares.
Well, you've come to the right place. May your road lead you to warm sands. It's really dead then.
Sure is.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Oh, they got a child Khajiit.
Only a coward steals. A true warrior gets their plunder in combat.
By order of the Jarl, stop right there.
You caught me. I'll pay off my bounty.
Smart woman. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Did we kill him? I don't think we killed him.
Riften is the city of cowards. One side extorts the other from the shadows, and the other is too scared to fight back.
If you dragging more, you have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
God damn you!
It's a plague spreader working to spread the plague.
Smart woman. Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Oh no.
My spirit is unbound by borders and limits, for the world is my home.
They all have names.
What are you doing that for?
Yeah, they all have names.
It was truly a glorious hunt to bring down the World Eater. It's my honor to fight alongside you.
Alright. Anyone want superior steel plate armor?
What can I help you with today? Let's go. There are things to be broken.
Victory for the just. Just because I can swing a sword doesn't mean I can lift 100 pounds.
Oh, god damn it.
Of course.
I could not let myself die with that monster, who wore the skin of a human, yet whose soul had not a trace of empathy nor hate. The plan to intoxicate the cave's air was therefore set aside. Amulius Salvian and Benito Aurelius would die, but not at the expense of myself. So I walked away through the tunnels as I prepared. As Aurelius, so confident in my trap, waited desperately, like a fool. A Dubois' help was what he and the Emperor needed when High Rock refused to pay them. Again he sought a Dubois' aid. But we had learned. The next week Cyrodiil received its 8th champion, as the deposed Chancellor's screams echoed through the Empire. A delightful sound to hear, if not metaphorically. With Aurelius dead, the champion of Cyrodiil became the next on my list. The champion. A patriot who loves his country. A warrior who shuns the Empire's enemy. A protector who preserves the Empire's legacy. An empire such as the Medes deserved no less of a champion. I came up with a plan. If he murdered my family for personal honor, then I shall take that from him. Lord Vici, the Chancellor who succeeded Aurelius, would die, and the great patriot shall be known as what he exactly is, a murderer.
From the highest peaks to the darkest depths, I'll witness every corner of this realm.
Protect yourself right.
She's recovered.
Being a guard is no fun, you know. But my father was a guard. His father was a guard. You know how it goes, eh?
Where has all the honor in this city gone to?
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Oh.
Look at him.
It's a good day for adventuring. It's not trading if I'm the one who does all the carrying.
No, you're not going to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 10 days and I can kick all the bullies out of this city.
Still here.
Dragon Bridge innkeeper doesn't look like your parent.
You mean Fida? She's my sister-in-law. When my parents passed away, my brother inherited the inn, but he didn't really pay much thought to it. Instead, he spent all day making troubles, so the inn's burden fell to his wife's shoulders. Between caring for my good-for-nothing brother and running a disrepaired inn, I'm amazed at how well Fida's managed it.
Where is your brother?
In Sovngarde, may he have peace. When news of Ulfric's rebellion reached Dragon Bridge, my brother was the only man in town to join the Stormcloaks. Troublemaker or not, he considered himself a true Nord through and through, and he'd never back down from defending his homeland.
Don't suppose Solitude saw kindly to your brother's allegiance?
You're right, they didn't. Fortunately, Captain Aldous vouched for me and saved me from a trial. Without him, I'd probably be back home in Dragonbridge, or in jail.
I suppose he met a warrior's death in the end.
When Phaida heard of my brother's death, it nearly broke her. Fortunately, there was this Imperial man who offered her comfort when she needed it the most.
Alright.
Of course. Yes, madam.
Do you want to use this Mysticus? No, you don't.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
What can I do for you? I'll be sure to put it to good use.
No, you're not going to use it either.
Let's go.
Rare trinkets, the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Good to see you again. Take a look. Stop back anytime.
Oh my god, why is the bloody way down there? Oh.
Dragonborn.
With the clear views today, we can spot the prey from miles away.
Just because I can swing a sword doesn't mean I can lift 100 pounds. If you must.
Good to see you.
Oh, for God's sake.
The finest weapons and armor. Return anytime. You're quite welcome here.
Alright.
I did ask myself if it was fair to kill Lord Vici, a man who had nothing to do with the injustice we suffered, just to fulfill my vengeance. But my family demanded justice, and so I should grant them through my means. I arrived in Coral, preparing to kill Vici, but in the end, I learned that Amulius Salvian had himself a new daughter. They called her Livia. The thought of murdering this infant girl did flash repeatedly in my mind. If Amulius took my family, then was it not right for me to take his? Yet I needed Amulius to feel pain, and killing his family would not accomplish that. Ruining the empire he had built, destroying his character, can. To proceed with my plan of slaying Lord Vici, therefore framing Amulius, I befriended a maid of Vici's, hoping to use her to get into the castle. She was an orphan whose parents, both legionnaires, died unbeknown in the Blanchette Rebellion, the war that made the Salvian name renown.
Can I help you?
She entrusted me, as if I was the sister she never had. When I figured she would not betray me, I killed a Salvian guard, stole his sigil and dagger, given only to Amulius's servants.
I can carry a good bit of gear.
Then, the same night, I asked her to let me into the castle, saying I wanted to see the powerful nobles. She agreed.
Let's continue our adventure.
If only
She
the
helped me
Nordic
distract the
heroes
guards while I
invented
entered Lord Vici's room.
saved millions of problems.
What she thought was a childish joke was something she could never comprehend. I took the Salvian dagger to Lord Vici's bed. After it was done, I ensured that every evidence would be traced to House Salvian and its leader. When the maid returned, I was already long on my way. She became a colluder of the assassin, and was interrogated as such. The orphan died unbeknown, unsung. When I saw her discarded body, I finally realized that mine was,
There's no better thing to do on a
indeed,
sunny day than to hunt.
the legacy of a traitor.
Wherever your loyalties lie, the undead won't see it.
Marlene de Bois, the arch-acolyte, once tried to kill your father.
As she would have. My father was relentless in hunting the house which killed his parents.
Your father wasn't trying to take revenge.
But my father is the champion. He's the defender of our nation. Did it out of his love for his country and hatred for the wicked. You accuse him of doing it all for power, but he taught me to be faithful and selfless. If he wasn't truly good, then he wouldn't have taught me so. Did Marlene Dubois' poison get to you too? How could you believe our enemy?
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
The truth simply contradicted your belief.
You've won it forever.
Gave you questions you can't answer.
But to accept her truth is to deny mine.
It's only one truth, but an infinity of ways to perceive it.
And my truth isn't necessarily the truth. I'll need some time to think of this. Perhaps it's better if you leave me to my thoughts for now.
The fairest horses and the highest quality in Skyrim.
I've never been a sellsword, never traded my skills for pay. I've always adventured on my own.
Are you giving me a new dress? Or armor, for that matter?
She's already wearing stowaway.
How can I help you?
Got the same hair as Olivia now.
I suppose it's the least I can do for you.
We can't have that.
Buy some armor and live to
The
tell
adventure
about
beckons.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Let's get going.
Rare trinkets, the finest oddities from Morrowind.
What do you need? Is there anything else you need?
How can I
Let's
assist
make
you?
our enemies regret they were even born.
No problem. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright. Kill another acolyte. Okay, I realise why we went to the thing. This. We need to... talk to a mage about it, but... none of the ones at the college would say anything.